Why can't we digest cellulose?
Because we don't have the right enzymes to break it down, is the short answer. Cellulose is actually a long string of small molecules, a lot of biological molecules. There's sort of hundreds and hundreds of small molecules, all just strung together. And in order to take advantage of the small molecules, you have to split it up, which means you have to have the right enzymes. We don't have those in our digestive system. Bacteria do, but if we had a whole lot of cellulose digesting bacteria in our digestive systems, the results would not be very pleasant.
Hence
I'll
cows
leave
and
that,
ruminants
leave
that
that
can
to your
digest it. Yeah.
imagination. So we are not designed to digest cellulose. We can get our glucose and our sugar molecules from other sources.
But I would just add on to that doesn't mean that it's actually a bad design, because you think about crocodiles, right? Crocodiles swallow stones. Well,
Yeah.
why would crocodiles, why haven't they evolved stone digesting abilities? Well, the answer is they actually need the stones in order to help with their digestion. And even though we can't digest cellulose, which is you can think of it like a bit like fiber, right? If you eat it in the context of fruit and vegetables, it's a fibrous. It will help to clean us out. It is actually a part of our diet, aiding in digestion, even though we can't digest cellulose itself. And if you think about it, when God created the world and he said to Adam that everything was good for him to eat, he's made a perfect world, a very good world where the climate is also very good. If you think of cellulose heavy plants, things like grasses, right, and you think about where they grow in the world, you have enormous areas of just pure grassland and nothing else. Right? You think the savanna of Africa, you think the steppes of Asia, you think the pampa of South America, right? The grass is just everywhere and nothing else is there. And so you need to have a very specially designed gut, i.e. a ruminant, right, with your 4 chambers and, as Diane pointed out, your lots of bacteria to be able to digest that. Now, in a very good world, would you have had just enormously vast areas with nothing else? No, God created a wonderful world, a good climate where everything was in balance, and he put man in a garden where I'm sure there would have been grasses, but so would have been everything else. And so you're not forced to just eat one particular thing which you're unable to actually digest. But you'll find that even creatures today that are considered carnivores, things like cats and dogs, even house pets, will eat grass in order to help with their own digestion, even though they can't actually digest
we don't need to eat
it.
cellulose.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to digest cellulose. We do need to eat it, but we don't need to digest it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it wouldn't do its job.
Could be worse. We could be like the rabbits.
Well, indeed. Or the tortoises, or the many other creatures that also are required to consume their own waste. Anyway,